Hey, what's up YouTube? This is the Junk Synchron Hero. Today is May 11th, 2012, and today I have the 5th installment for a deck profile of the Dragons Collide Structure deck, or Chaos Dragons. I think this will be the last time that I do it. I just kind of, not a whole lot changed. If you guys can hear wind, that's my fan. It's hot, it's summer. I know I haven't done videos in a really long time, and that's because I've been, studying for finals. I just got my first final done today. It's 1 out of 3, so I got 2 more next week, so, yep. Alright, let's get started. First we'll go over the Dark Monsters. I have 2 Necrogardnas. You're going to be sending a lot of cards to the graveyard, and these cards are really great when they're in the graveyard. Basically, you can remove them from play to negate an attack, so that's really great. 2 Dark Flare Dragons can be special summoned by removing a light and dark monster from your graveyard from play, and then you can send one Dragon type monster from your hand and 1 Dragon type monster from your deck to the graveyard, and you can remove from play a card in either player's graveyard. So that's really cool. Next up is 3 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragons. Basically, you can special summon it by banishing a Dragon-type monster on your side of the field, and then once per turn you can special summon a dragon from your hand or graveyard, but you cannot summon Red Eyes Darkness Metal using Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Next up is 2 Axe Dragon Newts. They're basically there for fodder for Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Next is Armageddon Knight. He's really cool. Basically, when he's summoned, you could send a dark type to the graveyard. So that's really great, especially in combination with the Necrogardnas. Let's get to the light type monsters. Next is Light Pulsar Dragon. This card, not a lot of people use him, and I do not know why. He's very underrated, and I think he's just a beastly card. Basically, you can special summon him by removing from play a light and dark type monster from your graveyard, or by sending a light and dark type, or you can, so you can special summon him from your hand by removing a light and dark type monster from your graveyard. Or, if he's in your graveyard, you can send a light and dark type monster from your hand to the graveyard in order to special summon this card from your graveyard. And when he's destroyed, you can special summon a level 5 or higher dark attribute dragon type monster. So that's really cool. I don't understand why he's underrated, but whatever. Next is 3 Eclipse Wyverns. Basically, when this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish a level 7 or higher dragon type of the light or dark attribute from your deck. So that's really great. That works in really well in combination with Red Eyes Darkness Metal and Escape from the Dark Dimension, which is like basically it's like a Call of the Haunted, but for remove from play dark type monsters. So that's really cool. Next up are 3 Raikos. Basically, just for destruction power, flipped over, they can destroy opponent's monster, or monster or magic card, just any card on the field, and then you take the top 3 cards of your deck and discard them to the graveyard. So he's really cool. Lastly, 2 Lilas. You want to be careful with Lilas. I've had people keep her alive just because she destroys your deck. You can go ahead, take her, change her to defense mode, destroy a spell or trap card on your opponent's side of the field, but then at the end of the turn, at the end of every one of your turns, you lose the top 3 cards of your deck. And once she's changed to defense mode, she can't change back until the end of your next turn. So even if it's your turn, you've used her effect, and your next turn, you still can't do it until the end. You can't change her back until the end. So there we go. Be careful with how you use Lila. Next, I added in this, Allure of Darkness. I took out 3 Dragon Rebirth cards and 1 Call of the Haunted, as you guys will see later. I took those out just basically to add a few extra cards in that I think really need to be in here. Allure of Darkness is really cool. Lets you draw 2 cards, and then you have to remove from play a dark type from your hand. If you don't have one, all cards in your hand go to the graveyard, so that's a pretty cool card. Heavy Storm, self-explanatory. Book of Moon works really great with Raiko, or just for defensive power. Pot of Avarice, don't get a lot of chances to use it, but it's still really great. You can take 5 cards from your graveyard and shuffle them back into your deck, and then draw 2 cards. 5 monster cards, not just 5 any cards. But everybody knows that. Future Fusion, this is really good. You could use it to summon 5-headed dragon. Most of the time your opponent's going to get rid of it either way. Either just a Future Fusion, but if you're lucky enough to keep it on the field, boom, you got a 5-headed dragon. I like to use it to send the 3 Eclipse Wyverns and maybe a couple Axe Dragon Newts to the graveyard right away, so that's really good. Next up is Burial from a Different Dimension. Take 3 removed from play cards and add them back to the graveyard, so that's nice. Monster Reborn, don't need to explain that. Foolish Burial, this is great. Send a monster card from your deck to the graveyard, that's good with Necrogardnas. Charge of the Light Brigade, this card basically, you take the top 3 cards of your deck and you can search your deck for a Light Sworn and add it to your hand, so that's nice. Then there's Monster Gate. You can just go ahead and tribute a monster, and then you can draw until you can find a monster that can be normal summoned, and then special summon it. Everything else goes to the graveyard. So this is also good with Necrogardna. And then I took out like the 3 Dragon Rebirths just for more destruction power. Had a lot of problems with Black Rose. Mystical Space Typhoon, just add in 3 of those. I highly recommend 3 for any deck. I don't care what you're running. Next up is Solemn Judgment. I'd like basically negate to pay half your life points to negate pretty much anything, a summons, a card activation, so that's nice. Next up, Return from the Different Dimension. Pay half your life points, and you can special summon as many remove from play monsters as you can, and then they're destroyed at the end of the turn. 2 Call of the Haunteds, self-explanatory, and then 3 Escape from the Dark Dimensions. And that's it. That's my 5th deck profile. Like I said, I play with this a lot, so yeah, I just kind of wanted to show off. So there it is. This is the Junk Synchron Hero, signing out. Peace. Rate, comment, subscribe, etc., etc. Like, favorite, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.